Chapter 9, Regional Economic Integration. This chapter is pursuing three main objectives: to examine the economic and political debate surrounding regional economic integration, to review the progress toward regional economic integration in Europe, the Americas, and elsewhere, and to distinguish the important implications of regional economic integration for the practice of international business. A number of levels of economic integration are possible in theory. In order of increasing integration, they include a free trade area, a customs union, a common market, an economic union, and full political union. In a free trade area, barriers to trade among member countries are removed, but each country determines its own external trade policy. In a customs union, international barriers to trade are removed and a common external trade policy is adopted. A common market is similar to a customs union, except that a common market also allows factors of production to move freely among countries. An economic union involves even closer integration, including the establishment of a common currency and the harmonization of tax rates. A political union is the logical culmination of attempts to achieve ever closer economic integration. Regional economic integration is an attempt to achieve economic gains from the free flow of trade and investment between neighboring countries. Integration is not easily achieved or sustained. Although integration brings benefits to the majority, it is never without cost for the minority. Concerns over national sovereignty often slow or stop integration attempts. In 2016, these concerns resulted in Britain voting for exit from the EU. Regional integration will not increase economic welfare if the trade creation effects in the free trade area are outweighed by the trade diversion effects. The Single European Act sought to create a true single market by abolishing administrative barriers to the free flow of trade and investment among EU countries. 17 EU members now use a common currency, the euro. The economic gains from a common currency come from reduced exchange costs, reduced risk associated with currency fluctuations, and increased price competition with the EU. Increasingly, the European Commission is taking an activist stance with regard to competition policy, interviewing and intervening to restrict mergers and acquisitions that it believes will reduce competition in the EU. Although no other attempt at regional economic integration comes close to the EU in terms of potential economic and political significance, various other attempts are being made in the world. The most notable include NAFTA in North America, the Andean Community, and Mercosur in Latin America and ASEAN in Southern Asia. The creation of single markets in the EU and North America means that many markets that were formerly protected from foreign competition are now more open. This creates major investment and export opportunities for firms within and outside these regions. The free movement of goods across borders, the harmonization of product standards, and the simplification of tax regimes make it possible for firms based in a free trade area to realize potentially enormous cost economies by centralizing production in those locations within the area where the mix of factor costs and skills is optimal. The lowering of barriers to trade and investment among countries within a trade group will probably be followed by increased price competition.